Hey guys, what is up? It is DX Tech here, and welcome to a little bit of a flip video. And what I mean by flip is we're going to be turning our boring, ugly, and disgusting import room into something that's eye-catching and detailed. So today is going to be something a little bit more for inspiration stuff, as it will be a time lapse. So yeah, guys. I mean, without further ado, I hope I can inspire y'all in any way with this next video. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so to start off here, we got a little excavating to do, and you can see I'm kind of taking out some stuff. I'm going to skip through a lot of it like you just saw. There's a lot of stuff that I ended up taking out from the Stronghold, obviously, because, you know, we're trying to revamp it. So what I first start off here doing is directly from our portal, I build 3 tall pillars with a 3x3 space in between each of them. And you can see what I'm doing now is I put prismarine on the bottom, and then stairs, dig out a hole in the center, and exactly right here. So you'll see that I have the 2 stairs, the glass, and the prismarine on top and bottom. Yeah, so let's get back to it. And then now clear out the ceiling a little bit. And I won't show you it here because I just don't have a very good shot of it. You won't see it too much. But now that we get kind of into the floor a little bit, you'll see that I skip every block and I leave the center open, but I place dark prismarine in there and then fill in the gaps matching my pillars with our andesite. And then I fill it in. In the center, I am placing a quartz block, like one of the detailed ones. I can't think of what it's called right now, and then some stairs facing in towards it. So then now we're here at the entrance of the end portal. That's to the left, and so now I'm just creating this like archway and stuff over it. And then obviously the area back, kind of where towards I am, is a stairway up. And not every stronghold will have the exact layout that mine has, or ours has, because this is on the SMP. But if you do, you know, you can just follow along with this, and if not, you can just have the hallway end if you want. But yeah, so I'm kind of cutting out the walls like I did back here in our last entrance. Had a few silverfish spawn on me. Also had my pickaxe run out of durability, so that's kind of why you see me using an iron pickaxe right now. But yeah, just kind of detailing the ceiling out, giving myself some space, and kind of digging out a little bit. But like I said, I'm going to end up cutting out a lot of the digging out. Oh, here we go. And here's the ceiling. So right here we have the detailed stone block in the center, surrounded by some stairs, and then to detail it, I kind of had those prismarine blocks in the edges that the stairs cut out. So you can kind of see here, I'm gonna end up building another wall, and while I bravely fight off some more silverfish here. And then yeah, so every time you have these pillars, you make sure you want to connect them with the smooth, whatever you call it. I was going to say smooth andesite. I can't think of what it is right now. But yeah. So I'll just let this build finish and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so now we are back, and I am having to remake those stairs that we just took out a second ago. And again, this is only for the people that have that in their layout, as the music changes a little bit. So yeah, so I'm going to dig it out a little bit just so we have equal, found little diamonds. So we have some equal space, because I kind of kept it in the range that we had like a 3x3 all the way around. That's just how my palette went, and I just wanted to stick with that. So you can see here we kind of copy our old design with our dark prismarine and the quartz, except this time we're going to use quartz pillars because we're going to build a spiral staircase up. So we're going to use the quartz pillar in the center, which is made, I think it's just 2 quartz blocks on top of each other, if I'm correct. And the detailed quartz is just 2 quartz slabs on top of each other, if not a 2x2. But anyways, so yeah, I'm going to dig out the walls a little bit here and kind of do what we did in the hallway. But with this pillar, we're going to use a slab scope around it, and like I said, make a spiral staircase all the way up. So just got to finish up the walls right here, and shouldn't be too much longer. But yeah, I'm also placing that smooth andesite in the corners because I want to continue the framework up like I was talking about. So yeah, and we can kind of come up here. You can see I'm now placing the spiral staircase on, and just kind of build yourself up all the way around. And I kind of like using slabs a little bit more, because with stairs they get a little tricky. You kind of have to place a stair and then place a slab on a diagonal edge, or whatever you want to call it, and then place another one, and it's just kind of a pain, and it sometimes doesn't turn out looking too well. So we just stuck with the slabs here for this part. And I'm kind of the elevation from the bottom of there to the next level of the stronghold is actually doesn't come out with a perfect number with 3. I can't think of division of 3, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, it didn't fit up, so I kind of had to improvise here and just think a little bit of how I'm going to fit it in. Ended up just placing these smooth andesite blocks here, placing a level of prismarine in between them, putting a glowstone in the center with glass in front of it like I've done continuously, and then yeah, just kind of stuck with that like you can see here. You'll see it light up in a second. There it goes. Yeah, so now I move up to the next part, and here we are at the next level. You can see I continued that framework all the way up with the smooth andesite, and just finished the walls. So this part's pretty repeated, so I'll just go ahead and come back and go to the next part. So. Alright guys, so we are now back here. We are at the end portal, obviously, and you can kind of see I cleared out the walls a little bit, gave us some space so we can go in and add some depth into our walls. And what I did is I kind of mapped out a little bit so we could have our 3x3 continue throughout the whole way. So you'll see here I build my pillars up, and then I make sure they match all the way across. You can see my 3x3 goes all the way down. I think it's, if you want to cut it off, where you can kind of see that back pillar in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. I think that's 2 blocks away from the end portal, so you can just go ahead and kind of guess it like that. But that's not going to be how far back it goes, because like I said, we're going to add some depth and stuff. So just know that. You can go ahead and place that there. And we are now placing some archways up, and this should be about 3 blocks above your end portal. I just kind of did like a straight arch all the way over. I kind of thought of it as some supports. And yeah, this music is getting me going. I'm kind of losing my control here, but anyways, so we continue with the pattern like we did in the walls, but we're gonna add a little more detail in here because we had some more height. So we went ahead and went around and placed our dark prismarine on the bottom levels, and then in the corners, like you can kind of see what I'm doing now, I'm placing 2 of those regular prismarines, and then sticking a glass in the center, or sticking a glowstone in the center, and then putting the glass around it again, and then putting prismarine on the edges. So yeah, you'll see me finish up those corners here in a sec. But one thing I kind of want to talk about here is the whole idea of using depth in your builds. You really want to, you don't want to build something and kind of just have it be flat all the way around, where it's just like think of it like a box. Like people who build box homes in Minecraft. I mean, yeah, they can be cool because of the color of wood and stuff, but like even just take it up to the next notch, like putting pillars, but not with the house, like not as the corners, but going diagonally out 1 block, placing those as struts, and kind of just going like even kind of outlining their build with log and stuff. You kind of just want to do that in any kind of build. And here, obviously, what I did is I used the pillars as kind of our depth, and I'm going to put the wall behind them, so I can either put stuff continuing to go back, or I can bring stuff out. But yeah, so now we're here to the back part here. Like I was saying, and that pillar right there is 2 blocks from the inner portal, but we're going to end up going, I think, 2 or 3 blocks more back. So yeah, I'm building arches that connect, and then building those corners like I just talked about, and placing the prismarine, pretty simple, dark prismarine on top to bring out a little bit of color. Excuse me. But yeah, just the whole idea of really using depth in your builds, it just makes them so much better than you know. And this took me so long to figure out. I mean, I've been playing Minecraft since beta, I think, right? I don't know. Dawson got me into it, and we were so young. I think we were in like 4th grade and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's taken me years to really figure out like depth within builds and kind of understand that just the more detail you add and the more time you put into your builds, like thinking about it, you really just kind of just get like a feel for it eventually, and then you really just get going. So, I mean, once you kind of just find yourself a theme, you know, you can always come back and add more depth after if you feel like you didn't add enough in the beginning. But I mean, yeah, just really trying to bring out spots that, you know, can maybe hide some colors like you see I did there with those stairs, how you really can only see the colors if you're in certain spots. If you look through those holes that the stairs created and stuff, I mean, that's just all depth right there, and that's what really brings out builds. It's just the fact that people have to like move around and look, and every time they move a corner or look this way or look up or something, they see a different color or they see something they missed earlier or something. No, that's kind of key in builds like this. So yeah, I was trying to finish up the walls right here. At first I didn't have an idea for what I wanted to do for the back. I wanted to build an ender eye, but then I realized that it wasn't going to turn out very well, because in a 3x3 for an ender eye, it really just was like a circle of cyan clay, and then in the center I was using like, I can't remember. I think I was just using a sea lantern or whatever it was called. It did not turn out well, so I trashed that idea, like you'll see here in a little bit, and ended up just kind of copying the walls and stuff. Yeah, you know, it's just really getting into that detail and really getting a feel for your builds. It's going to take a lot farther than I think you'll ever realize. So, but yeah. So as we just kind of finish up these walls here in a little bit, you kind of see that ladder right there. That's actually how we got down to the end portal at first. We used the Eyes of Ender, and it kind of took us down, and we had to dangerously dig straight down, which I would never recommend, because I think there's actually lava just a few blocks away from that, so just gotta be careful. Yeah, so I filled that up, made the wall. Now I'm detailing on top a little bit, adding in our dark prismarine. Now here I am on the back wall. I kind of just, like I said, copied the design. Kind of fixed what I did a little bit earlier. But yeah. Kind of jumped right there trying to place a block. I wonder if y'all saw that. Alright, now we're back to the end portal, and I'm kind of trying to copy, because our floor, we're adding more quartz in, so I really try to bring that out a little bit up to the portal. And you'll actually see me in a few videos change kind of how I want to do the end portal. It's kind of a tricky, because that yellowish end stone kind of made it a little bit hard. But you know, we tried our best, and I think it turned out really good. I mean, I hope y'all agree, but y'all obviously want to see it till the end. But yeah, so now we come in here with a design with our dark prismarine. Obviously the outside edges are just layered with our regular prismarine, and I come in here with some quartz and just kind of create a little outline. And this is what I'm talking about exactly as well. Just with these stairs, we already added another layer of depth. But I know some people hate it. Like if you use slabs, like I mean that creates more depth as well. But I also know that people hate it when they walk and they're all the time going up and sorry I hit the mic, but they're always going up and down because of those slabs, because it's on a different layer. So if you use stairs, you actually won't go down into those crevices. And what we do is we also draw more attention to that prismarine with that top edge of the stair. It kind of puts like a more sloped and emphasized look on that dark prismarine. So now we're here just kind of decorating the end portal up a little bit, make it look like it's supported and like it's supposed to be there. I kind of messed around with some ideas of what I wanted to do here. I still think in the end I can, not the end, the dimension, but like in the end of what I came up with. I wasn't too entirely happy with it, but I do think that we captured, what we wanted to go for, and we really used a different kind of palette. So yeah, I mean, just kind of used a little bit of these stairs, upside ones that are regular on the bottom and the upside down ones on top, kind of bring in a little bit of a like I said, just more depth. And I think on the back of it I put regular prismarine and stuff. Just kind of sticking with our colors. But yeah, should just finish that up here in a second. Now we're on to the ceiling. So the ceiling, like I said, we're going to have depth. So I built the regular prismarine 1 block taller than our pillars going across. And then what I did in the center, like you should see here in a second. I'll wait for it to happen. There we go. I kind of put these stairs up to kind of outline our 3x3 you see there in the center. And then I dug it out. And then I basically just copied over our design from the stairs in the hallway. When you think about this, this is really unique. Like, you have a sloped roof. It's kind of like curved, kind of like a, kind of, you look at greenhouses. Greenhouses, their roof is like real, it's like, I'm a real math nerd, so it looks like a square root of x graph, where it's kind of like real curved, but there's not much slope to it. It kind of flat and then just curves down. That's kind of what we did here, except at the top it peaks up all of a sudden. So I was thinking, or I guess it peaks in if you're looking from this view. But yeah, you know, we really brought in that design from the hallways, and I just copied that over. And yeah, I think it really turned out well. And we used that prismarine in there. You can kind of see, you look in the cracks, and you see that you could just get more color and stuff. And then we used that detailed stone block, which I think is just, or stone brick block, which is just 2 stone bricks on top of each, or 2 stone brick slabs on top of each other, I think. If you're doing this in survival like I am, it's kind of nice to know that. Otherwise, you're going to spend a few minutes looking it up. But yeah. So like I said, we just copied over that design. You can kind of see here, if you're looking right now, you see I had to dig out those edges just to add that little extra prismarine in there to make it look a little better. But yeah. So right here is the cinematic, guys. I'll go ahead and shut up so y'all can see what we came out with. Hey guys, so thank you so much for tuning in this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you were inspired in any way. If y'all did enjoy, please like and subscribe, as I will continue to post detailed builds and such in the future. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in, guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one.